Hello, we are at the end of week 3, just doing another update on the work I got done this week. So I don't know if I'll clip it in from another video, but I got all of the windows removed and all of the trim around the windows. So that's all good to go. You can see all those exposed hat channel pieces where I will be making my cuts and putting in the extension pieces, 16-inch extension pieces, which are working on getting those right now, but I wanted to show some of the other progress while I wait for all that. So the bus is looking a little different. In the front, there's a special key that they use to open up some of these compartments. Turns out you can actually just use the needle nose pliers, so I use that to gain access to this will be for the window washers, some electrical wiring, washer fluid, that's helpful. Also the brake system is here, so when you push in the air brake button on the front, this is the little pump that goes in through. It also controls the air that went to the door and to the air seat, so access to that will be very important. Coming around to the other side, you'll see that there are no longer the bifold doors. They're on the ground right there. As well as that little, that's a magnet sweep that's super handy for picking up all the screws I drop along the way. So coming inside, not only is there not a door, but there's not a lot of other things. I got the seat out, the driver's seat, which is actually incredibly heavy. It's an air ride seat. Finally got the screws undone for that. That took a lot of work. They were in there pretty good, and it was a tight space to get to, but that's gone. So now pretty much the whole front area is cleared out as well. I have pretty much all the wall panels off. I just need to take this one off. I already did all the ceiling, everything else there, nothing new. There's all the windows stacked up in the back that I removed. All the scrap metal that I removed, the wall panels, the wall insulation. So everything is pretty much gutted at this point that needs to be in order for me to have all the space I need to do the lift. The one interesting thing is going to be this emergency door. We want to keep it and use it. We'll have like a shower here. And that way we can open it up and have a shower head on the outside to wash off the dogs or dirty feet, whatever. But that presents some complications for like all of these hat channels. I'll just cut right across there, but when I get to this point, if we want to keep the door, I might need to make some cuts like up in the corners to separate it from the roof, but I'll figure that out. Coming down to the end, all I have to do is dodge all the wires hanging down. Need to clean those up. There's a rivet line that goes all the way along the back here. I'll be removing those rivets on the outside with an air hammer. That will allow me to separate. Everything down here will stay. We're keeping that window. Everything above that rivet line will lift up when we do the roof raise. And then of course everything here will lift up with those extension pieces. And for the front, we discovered that the front cap actually is fiberglass. So it's just a cheap fiberglass material, and then it gets to metal later on down the way here. So I don't have like a rivet line to remove here in order to raise this front cap. So what I'm probably going to do, that I've seen a lot of others doing, is I will leave this front piece as it is. All this will stay, and then I'll probably make a cut somewhere around here, like cut all the way around the roof to the opposite side, and I'll have a transition piece. But that way I can raise everything that way, and everything this way will stay, and that'll be somewhere around here, the break, and it'll just be like an angled transition from the existing roof to the raised roof. Hope that makes sense. It will when you see it. Hopefully next weekend, if I can get the hat channel extension pieces by then. In the meantime, there's not a lot left to do. I have pretty much everything removed. I need to finish getting the shifter removed, which you can see I got that exposed and I'm getting there. Just keep removing stuff until eventually you get enough out. Also, I was planning on leaving the floor until after the roof raise because it's just not a priority. I can always do that later. But if I'm sitting around waiting for the roof raise, I might start chipping away at taking the floor out, getting down to the metal floor pan, dealing with any surface rust. I don't imagine. From the bottom it looks super clean, so I don't think I'm going to come across a whole lot of rust. But yeah, I am either going to post as separate short videos some of the tips. I took some really poor quality tips, tip videos along the way, just like little 2-3 minute things showing like how I removed the doors and lessons learned there, as well as some stuff about removing strip screws, which can be a pain, but if you have the right method and tools, it can actually be pretty easy. It doesn't need to slow you down. So that's where things stand today. Getting really close, getting really excited. The weather's really great, and I want to take advantage of that and finish the roof raise before starting later this week. It's actually going to dip down into the 50s, so yeah, got to get a move on. But hopefully have a good update for everybody next week, and maybe even a raised roof by then. But I don't want to get my hopes up. We'll see. Stay tuned. Later, folks.